Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. So what can they make of this? Rummenigge is herring after that one. And it's Eto'o. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Rummenigge takes a look up. Neymar. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And he can clear it away. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now they can spring out of defence.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Neymar! Goal! Barcelona! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Maldini with the clearance. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Makalele. It's Makalele. Rummenigge. It's a sharp pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chouameni. Makalele. It's Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. He's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Neymar.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Gullit. And the counter is on. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Members of the crowd,
You don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Neymar.
Here we go
Number
again.
9,
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Taking place.
The pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking to set free a runner. And he's he scored! And this is getting better and better.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Beckham.
Both sides then taking
Number
this chance
17,
to turn to their benches.
Messi. Number 10, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field.
Disappointed with that.
Number 4, Thomas Rashitsky.
It's Eto.
Number
He's found a way
19,
through.
Sane. Number
Driven
15,
back.
Ferran Torres.
He has saved the goalkeeper's brushes there. What great defending.
71,550.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Genuine physical edge about this game, it is quite attritional. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gullit, looking for options for movement. Oh, great, decent hit! And it's in!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shot, and the shot! In for the pieces! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Sané. Maldini attempts a clearance. And it's Rosicky. Stood up well to him there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa. Oh, here's a... It's hit the crossbar. Koundé. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you call a classic centre-back physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism and power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
That's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity, He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Lahm. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Gravenberg. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He gets big! Goal! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
The pass is intercepted. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Makaleli. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Eto'o. That's very neat. A real chance! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's an errant pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lahm. Totti. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. Pirlo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Chance here to counter. Rummenigge. Come backwards here. Totti. Eto'o! Eto'o! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare.
That's it! And the first half is done. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1.
With the father
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So it's back to business. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Gullit. Defending here is really tight. Makaleli. Gravenberg. Now Costa Curta. Gravenberg going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Forwards and with intent.
The attendance for this match was
60 minutes played.
71,550.
Quality ball. Tromeni calmly anticipates. That pass has been well intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lahm. Cruyff. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pirlo. That is good alertness. Looking tidy in possession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff does really well to win the ball there. Pirlo. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
He's in plenty of space here. Goes in for the header! And that's a real chance missed.
Substitution on the field. Gullit. Number 38.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 6. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 22. Eto'o. Coming on the field. Number 14. Ribery. Number 20.
Crossing high and with purpose.
Number 17. Mbappe.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 9.
And It's Ribery. Still
Substitutions
anyone's
taking
game
place.
this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's shifting through the... It's Eto'o! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
The most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is a little undercooked. And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your
And a quick
reflections then,
reminder
Jim?
today
Well,
to
neither
please
side
take
could get
all
over the
the
line here.
being
Perhaps
located
one
by the
team might
entrance
be
gates.
happier,
Thank
but
you very
at the
much for
final
your
reckoning, it's
cooperation.
honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'll be keeping an eye out for Lucas Moura and all his clever movement. If he's dropping between the lines when the main striker makes runs in behind, that's how he seems to best operate. He's also developing a real poacher's instinct too.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. He won't be happy with that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Çalhanoğlu unable to make it happen. Goes in for the header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
There's front support out wide. He's picked his way through. Fernando Torres. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Victoria, goal! And Victoria take the lead. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Victoria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a nicely measured pass. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's onto this. He could be in here. Makalele gets across to intercept that. Lucas Moura, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Gullit. Beckenbauer. Lucas Moura. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass is lack pace.
Lucas Moura. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Eto.
Here we go
Number
again.
7, Çalhanoğlu.
Well, I think in these
Coming on the
circumstances,
field,
it's all about
number
how to adjust the
17,
balance of your team. I mean,
Mbappe.
It's not.
Number 21, Hazard.
Fine stop from the
Substitutions
keeper.
taking place.
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Makaleli. Now it's Gullit. Lovely bit of skill. To make sure that's not getting through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And if
Can he finish? Lucas Moura. And it's Gullit. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
The attendance for this match
And he'll
was
shoot it.
71,898.
Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Makaleli. Mbappe!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Gullit. Number 9, David Villa. Coming on the field.
Beckenbauer
Number
gets it
15,
away.
Messi. Number 6, Karl-Heinz
Locked in
Rummenigge.
behind.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vittoria has the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge, he's had a shot! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the
Number
boss.
6,
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Rummenigge.
Well, that goal just serves to give them a momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Rummenigge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he can clear it away.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Drogba. Now it's Mbappe. Drogba fiddles it through. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Drogba. Drogba, he's had a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Now listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 17 minutes is number 10, Didier Drogba.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
Can he put it away? Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball. So
that's another chance. Oh, he has leathered that. Van Dijk. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Makaleli. And say Roberto. Gullit. Ronaldinho. He's through here. And he was quick to react. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Chouameni. That has been cut short. Nicely aimed pass. Costa Curta makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Conte. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good ball played into space. Nesta. Conte. Pinches it off him. And here's Maradona.
There will be 3
Mbappe.
minutes added time.
And the keeper's in command. Gullit. Rummenigge. David Villa. And the first half is done. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1.
Now available.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Barcelona come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2 goals to 1.
Messi.
We are already promptly back underway. Conte. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a nicely measured pass. Irwin attempts a clearance. Messi, and Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name.
This match was 70,987.
And it's Maradona. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Chouameni, Makaleli. Now the finish! Goal! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Drogba. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Adams gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. And here's Gullit.
There will be 1 minute at a
Irwin
time.
cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Gullit. David Villa, foot in. And the pass is intercepted. Hits one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spread neatly. He's got two. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
David Villa. Thuram cuts it out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning.
And he lines up a big header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. De Roberto. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Reflections on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And they've got rid. It's run loose here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Too close for comfort. Chouameni. Oh, what a mistake! That has been slung wide. Here's the cross. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Leicester.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Conte. David Villa. David Villa on a charge down the left. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. De Roberto gets flagged offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. De Roberto. There's the whistle for half-time. That's a half which has simmered along nicely. warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Here we go again.
Number 7.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Number 19, Mateus. Substitution.
Oh, can he get onto this? Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Conte. Chouameni lobbed in behind. Oh, that was vital. And that has been clubbed away. Nesta. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mateus does really well there. He is strong. Dink through. And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
The attendance
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And Gullit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Gullit.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Looking for the runner. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Gullit, there's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ribéry. Makaleli. Very much into the last knockings. Gets his pass away. And he's quick to get it clear again. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona.